There is a lot of yabbies in there. Here I have two different types of shrimp traps, or yabby traps, or bait traps, whatever you want to call them. A collapsible bait trap, or a hard wire bait trap. Which one do you think will perform better? In this video I'm going to bait them both up, put them both in the same dam, and go yabbying and see which one catches the most yabbies. Hey you! You're watching Robbie Fishing. Now the collapsible bait trap, I've been using these on my channel for years. They're very common, very popular. I'll just unwind it, because I've got it all wound up. I'll unclip it, and there it is. These things are tried and proven. They're a little funnel net with a couple of little small entrances. You put the bait in and you catch yabbies and shrimp with them. This one here, on the other hand, I've got to set this up. I only just bought this morning at Adventure Camping and Fishing in Wangaratta, shooing the flies, and I knocked my glasses off my face. Now, this goes together like that, but there's a way to do it. There's two little prongs on the side here. They've got to go under each other like that. And then you can do it up this side with this clip that comes with it. This wire clip, this goes in there and does that up. You put that through there and you're good to go. It's as good as a bought one. It is a bought one. But I'm going to modify mine a little bit. I'm going to get a hammer and I'm just going to knock these folds over. The upside to that means that it can't come apart in the water, because sometimes these things can actually come apart if you're not careful. So it won't be able to do that once I fold them over. The downside is it means that it's going to be one piece forever. Let's fix that up. I've got my own knife, little tomahawk. I'm going to just, it's got the hammer feature at the back there. I'm just going to hammer that over. That can't come off there now, and I'm going to turn it over and do the same to this other one. It's almost impossible now for that to ever come open. So it's now a one piece, but I can still open it like that to get the yabbies out. But if you look now, you'll see it's not coming open. Now I've got to get some string, tie some string to it, put me little bottle on it with my name and address on it, throw some bait in and get them both in the water and see which one works best. Now while I'm fixing these nets up with my name and address and my floats and string and whatnot, I've got some frozen redfin bits and pieces there from some recently caught redfin. I'm going to put them in the sun to thaw out a bit. Right, I'm ready to go. These kind of nets here, these nets come with a bait pouch. I'm not going to use that bait pouch because I want to keep it as even as I can, and this doesn't have a bait pouch, so I've just got to throw the bait in there. So I'll do the same with this net. I'll take the little clip off. I'll get some frozen bits and pieces. Right, this has got the backbone. This has got the head and the shoulders. Head and shoulders in this one, backbone in that one. Let's see how they go. Now before I put the nets in, one thing I do want to explain, you'll notice here that I've tied my cord to the end of the net. I think the design is that you're supposed to tie it on this handle. But I'm worried that if I get the net snagged, I'll have to bend that handle straight and the net will come open and the yabbies will fall out. That's my thought anyway. In all honesty, it probably doesn't make any difference where you tie it. Righto, both nets are baited with the same bait, and that's redfin, the same fish even, and about the same amount. And good luck, new wire net. Rightio, CBT, cognitive behavioural therapy, collapsible bait trap. I'll put it in the water there first just to wet it a bit and make it a bit heavier. I didn't have to do that with the wire net, and that'll just make it a bit easier for me to throw out. Righto, well both nets are in. Oh, I don't know what time it is, I haven't got my watch on. Somebody asked me recently why I haven't been wearing my watch. It's because I've got a bit of a cyst right there. I mentioned it in one of my videos a while back, and it's right next to my watch band, and when I wear my watch it rubs on the cyst and just makes it sort of flare up a bit, so I haven't been wearing my watch a whole lot lately. I'll have a look at the time when I get back to the car, and I'll give it about an hour or so for the first check. Righto, well it's been a bit over an hour since I put these nets in. So let's see how they've gone. This net has got a couple of black beetles and that's it. No yabbies at all. That's actually very disappointing. I thought there'd be a few in there, to be honest. Now we know these nets work because I've caught heaps of yabbies with these nets. So if there's nothing in this net either, then it's probably the dam. If this is full of yabbies and that one's not, then it's probably the net. There's nothing in this net either. That shocked me. I thought that there would be heaps of yabbies in here. Maybe I've chosen a really bad spot. Oh, well, I'll put them in and come back way later. Right, I'm back. It's been a bit over 2 hours. I was actually disappointed and surprised to find no yabbies in the nets before. And have I got any now? Yes, no. No yabbies, just a heap of black beetles. Well, they're certainly struggling to get out once they're in there. This is bad. Get. Right, what's the go with net number 2? Nothing. I thought that I'd catch heaps of yabbies here. Well, the other net had heaps of black beetles in it. This hasn't caught any black beetles. Isn't that amazing? That's very interesting. You know what? I'm going to put these nets in a different dam. The yabbies clearly aren't on the bite in this dam. Righto, I've come to a never fail dam, but there's a lot of cows here. I do have permission to be here. Here's my nets. Because of all the cows, what I'm going to do, I'm going to put the stick out in the water a little bit and wrap the float around the stick, just to try and prevent the cows from getting tangled up in the cords for my nets. Now, if I can't catch a yabby in this dam, then there's something wrong. Righto, the wire net can go out there. And as I said, I'm going to get me float and I'm going to wrap it up and I'm going to put it around this stick just away from the bank a little bit. How now, brown cow? Righto, net number 2 can go. Cows always bring me good luck when I'm fishing, so hopefully that continues when I'm yabbying. This can go just out here. That ought to do it. Right, both nets are in. I've got about an hour of daylight left. I might get back here later on this evening after tea. If not, I'll check them in the morning. Don't you get too close to my nets, mate, will you? Hopefully those cows have all moved away. Lol. I heard one. Did you hear the cow?
Dad.
You don't? Well, it looks like the cattle haven't interfered with that one too much. And this one's looking good too. Alright, darling, do you want to check it?
Yeah.
I've got a professional yabtologist with me to check the nets. There's got to be something in them here.
How do you get it?
Just pull the whole stick out. I can sort it out after. Right, are there any yabbies in it? Yes, there are yabbies. Do you want to hold the torch? Do you want to hold the torch and shine that on the net? Point that in the camera?
Yeah.
It's got enough skill to do both. Right. Right, what's in there? Just 2. Just 2 yabbies. This yabbying mission hasn't really been overly successful. Wait there, I'm going to get the bucket.
Okay, bro.
I'll put a bit of water in the bucket.
Oh, there's bugs in my face.
Is that?
Mm-hmm.
Right, where's these yabbies?
There. Oh, there's some one.
Right, neither of them have got eggs. There's 2 in the wire net. Righto. The wire net is going back in. Where's the bucket? Oh, duh! The bucket hasn't got legs. I've got a light in one hand and a camera in the other hand. How did you carry the bucket? Right, go. Go, expert yabbitologist. Hey, we'll just pull the whole stick out. Oh, I can hear yabbies.
Can I get these ones out?
Yeah. Open the zip and just empty them out. Well, there's a lot more in here, I think. Just tip it out, Tom, so they come out onto the ground. I'll try and bring the bucket over to you while I'm holding the torch. Right, how many's in here? I can see 4. Check for eggs. No, they're not. Throw them in the bucket. There's a big one. Throw them all in the bucket. I want some for bait.
Right.
No eggs?
G'day, mate.
Don't let it bite you. Just going to take long.
Why let go?
Any eggs?
No. Dad.
Just hold it above the water. Hold the fish head above the water. Oh.
No eggs.
Right, can you hold this torch? I'll put all the yucky bits back in. Right, mesh net back in. Right, so we've caught 4. See, that light's bright. That's better. Right, so we've caught 4 in the mesh net, 2 in the wire net. So we've caught 6, but so far the mesh net has caught twice as many as the wire net. It's currently about 9:30. Let's leave them in all night and check them again in the morning. Right, lad. Righto, it's the morning after. I'm back. The bucket's still here, that's a start, and it's not tipped over. Well, I can see the yabbies. They're looking good. Right, let's go check these nets. Well, that one looks okay. This one looks okay. Good, the cows haven't messed them up. As it currently stands, the wire net, which is this one, has 2 yabbies, and the mesh net just over there has 4. Right, let's check them. Righto, come on wire net. It has, there's a few in here. It has 3. There's 3 in here. Let's see if I can do this with one hand. That'll do. What did you get? 1, 2, 3. Right, let's go check the other net. Righto, so the other net's caught 5 all up and this one's sitting on 4. Oh gee whiz. There is a lot of yabbies in there. There's probably at least 10, I reckon. One test isn't enough to be conclusive, but gee, it's certainly pointing towards this mesh net being the better net. Let's have a look. 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, where's the one? 6, 7.
I throw him back, he's got no claws. 8,
9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15,
16. So this net caught 20 and the other net only caught 5. Hang on. This net caught 20, I mean, and that one over there only caught 5. Oh, that big kahuna. Now I'll put some more. I'm going to put some more water in there for the trip home, just to put a bit of water between them. Well folks, one night in the dam here isn't enough to draw any conclusive results, I don't think anyway. It could be just a coincidence, but at this stage it's definitely looking like the mesh net is the better net for catching yabbies than the wire net. I'll call this video part 1 and I'll run this test again in a different dam. There are things I do like about the wire net. It's easier to get the yabbies out. You just unclip it, open it up and they all fall out. It's much easier to get the yabbies out. It's easier to throw, it's heavier, it sinks faster, it's fully symmetrical, so it doesn't land on its side or upside down or on its end or anything. It's an easier net to throw, it's easier to open, but does it catch as many yabbies? Well, I'm going to run another one of these tests very soon, and if the results are the same, well, I think we could conclude that these are better. For now, it's definitely in favour of the collapsible bait trap, the CBT net. Thank you very much for watching.